Yo, what up, YouTube? Your boy, Mr. Glenn now. Checking in on a quick little update, man. We got another jump off today, man. Today we're going to talk about repairing G-body bushing mount. Frame, I guess you call it frame bushing mounts. Yeah, I guess that's what you want to call it, because this is a frame. The bushing go here, so I guess that would be the mount, yeah. So G-body frame bushing mount. Some people call it G-body frame mounts. I mean, first you say frame mounts, that's what they're talking about. But anywho, that's what we got, man. I don't care what G-body it is, where the G-body from. It could be god doggone, it could be a G-body from god doggone Arizona, Cali. The best place where you can find a G-body rust free. Maybe it's 7 out of 10. You're gonna have this passenger side right, this passenger side body bushing mount rotted out. My frame was like that. Like Memphis Mike frame was like that. A couple other YouTubers I seen like that. The Prentice Boy frame, his is good. All of his is good. It had a little rust going on, but it didn't rust out though. Maybe a couple more years or something, it might have would have ended up like this, but fortunately we caught it on time. But anywho, my theory is, don't hold me to it. My theory, I think why this is always the passenger side. I think the AC drifts down and this bushing soaks up the water, that because it's rubber. It wasn't a polyurethane bushing back then in the 80s. It sucks up the water, and that bushing, who knows, that bushing might hold water for a week. I mean, probably hold water constant if you was running the AC every day. So, and I think that's what happens to all the G-body frames. I'm not sure if they be on A-body frames. I just know the G-body frames, it's they common for it. So how you replace it is G-body parts sell this washer here. Like it's a washer you cut out on the CNC machine or water jet, because you can see it's not perfect shape washer versus just all the way around. I guess this is made in a mold. I don't know how they make it. He cutting these out to a diameter. These work fine. The problem is with this hole is too big. Now that I'm looking at it more and more, I might could make this one work though. Nah, cause all this, where I got this circlet, all that's rotted out, man. I won't be able to get no good weld on that. If I did, it probably would break loose. So, 2 ways to do it. I put mine on top. I think Velboy did his as well. Bushing only got doggone 1/16 look like it. It's not even 2/16. I don't think that make a difference with the bushing. I don't see the whole body getting thrown off for 1/16 of an inch, or even if it was 2/16 of an inch. I don't see the whole body of the car getting thrown down. So you can do the easy way. Clean this up with the wire wheel. Probably spray some weld-through primer. Weld this on top, like so. If your hole not that big, of course. G-body part sellers. Just what we got. It's just a flat washer. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. Look like it's thicker than the G-body parts washer. Yeah, it could be the same. Like about a 16 or something. I have to measure with the calibrator. What we got on mine, I remember I cut it down to kind of like a square shape so it could drop down. That's how I did mine. I cut it to like a square shape. Hold on, YouTube. Hold on, let me pause you. Alright, YouTube, we faded back. You can barely see it, but I cut mine down to like a square shape just so it can drop down. Like I said, I welded mine on top. These washers, shout out to the Prentice Boy. I got these from his job. What I was gonna do, I was gonna give me some metal, put this over it, circle the inside because it's a 1.5 diameter inside, and just find me something to make me a perfect circle, maybe like 3 inches or 2.5. And I was gonna cut it out with the plasma cutter. I was gonna make one. Shout out to the printers boy, man. He came through in the clutch. Saved me probably 20-30 minutes trying to wrestle with that. Had these at the good old job. I owe him lunch, man. Told him I'm buying him lunch, man. Might get him an Impossible Burger from Whopper from Burger King, man. So I think I'm gonna cut this out on the plasma cutter, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Because if you look here, it's up on this hump. It's not down. I can cut across that. That's no problem. I'm thinking about. Hold on, YouTube. Hold on, YouTube. Focus, focus. I'm thinking about coming from the bottom. I don't know. I'm thinking about coming from the bottom and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, YouTube. I might come from the bottom. Take my cut off. I mean, not my cut off. Take my plasma. Cut this all the way out this circle where this rough edges at. I might come from the bottom and weld it up. Might save me some time like that. I'm quite not sure yet. I don't know. There's a few ways you can skin a cat. There's always more than ways to skin a cat. There's no wrong or right way with this. Not that I know of. Like I say, you can go on top, weld it. I might come from the bottom, cut this rough, rusty stuff off, and weld it up. I don't know. I don't know, YouTube. Well, I'll fade back. Let me think on it a few minutes, and I'll fade back. We'll turn the compressor on and figure out how I'm gonna chop this up overnight. What up, YouTube? Fade it back. I think we got it, YouTube. How we gonna do it? We're gonna go and cut it. I got it dropped down. It's not. I kind of had it kind of cocked too much up on this heel here, so wash it pretty much flat. Other than when these two metals sandwiched on top of each other. So the metal, if it wasn't so rusty, I was thinking about cutting the washer off. I could have cut it off right in front of that seam, but I'm just gonna go and cut across that seam. I think I am with the plasma, and then we should drop right on down nice and smooth and pretty, and cut it. Those who ain't got a plasma cutter, whoo, you can take a dremel tool, cut it out, keep going around with a dremel tool. You probably use up a couple sanding wheels or a couple stones. You could try a jigsaw. I really wouldn't know what other tool you can use. You have to try to be creative, man. Use your imagination, come up with something, man, for how to cut this out. Something come to me, man, I definitely would post it and let y'all fellas know. But I think that's the game plan we got for this washer here. Well, shout out again for the printers boy, man. Kind of sleepy too, I don't know why. Got rest last night. Alright, YouTube. I also was thinking about countersinking the washer from the bottom. Put this one on top to make up the difference of the thickness of the frame. And then shoot a bit dead flush, but I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. Sorry about that, YouTube. Yeah, so we got, YouTube. We're gonna go cut it out, over it out. Alright, we rolling. Alright, YouTube, we faded back, man, on the gbody mount repair. Still getting the hang of the plasma. kind of got a little shitty cut, a little bit semi, like, I don't know, like right here. I had put the washer there and I was riding on the side of the washer, but got a little too much, just a smudge it, too much space right there. Like, I didn't cut right there because that was, you could see where it was from the rust. Focus, focus, focus. You can see where my cut at. So I didn't even cut right there. So we'll figure it out. Just like that. Focus, 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 focus. We'll figure out a little something right here. Maybe throw a piece of metal in there or something. I don't know. I'm probably gonna take my welding machine, run a bead across here where the two metals will smash together at, just to straighten it up. Since I cut across it, I'm gonna weld me a bead across there, and when I weld the bead across there, I'll probably fill in that little gap that I have anyway. So still hot here, so it shucks. There we go. Focus, focus, focus. And that's that, man. We'll fade back when we get this sucker all welded up. Video getting a little long, man. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for y'all YouTube, but it'd be hard, man. So you can see just the drop off piece that I cut. See, like right here, I didn't even, because it was right on the tip of my mark, I didn't even cut nothing right here. That was right here. See what I'm saying? I didn't even cut nothing right there. But like I say, metal not thick. Just use your imagination, your creative imagination. What you're gonna use to cut it with. Trimmer, plasma cutter. Might be able to use a jigsaw with a good metal blade on it. Might. Just have to use your imagination, YouTube. I fade back, we can just weld it up over and out. Alright, YouTube, we faded back, man. Got a tag weld. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Hold on, YouTube. Focus, focus. Alright, we got it tagged in nice and flush. We're gonna get us a weld in right here. I might have to put me some metal in right there, or I'll come from the bottom with my piece of copper. I got it from somewhere. I can hold it under the bottom. Focus, focus for to fill that in. Same thing I do right there. Same thing I do right there. I don't know what happened right there. I don't know if my little white mark was off. I got ragged with the plasma cut or what. But nothing you can't handle with coming to metal. So fade back, we get it all welded up over and up. Alright, YouTube, we faded back. We got the body bushing installed, man. It wasn't bad at all. The little gap that I had right here, I took my piece of copper, put under the bottom, you know, and built it on up. It came on across. Did the same thing right here. I had a little gap right here. Put the copper plate under the bottom, because the weld don't stick to copper. I don't know, just on the ground somewhere. It's hot. Matter of fact, it's still inside. That's where it's at. It was tall enough for me to bend, and it was jammed right up under the gap. So that worked out pretty good. Right here where this white soap mark at, I'm gonna have to get one of my body bushers. I messed around and went too far over with the weld. So right here with this white mark at, focus. I might need to grind that down a little bit with the grinder. I'm gonna put my body bushing on it. If it's clear, I ain't gonna worry my nerves with it. I'm gonna leave it just like so. I'm not gonna grind that weld down. The body sit on top of that. You'll never see it till your son pull the body out the frame another 20, 30 years from now. So that's I guess that's how you repair G-body body bushing, or G-body body mount bushing. Again, if the hole too small, the G-body parts washer will not work. I'll put a link. The big homie on Veltboy, man, years ago, man. I tell you, man, I'm like an elephant. I don't forget nothing. I remember he posted it, and I just had to go back and find it and watch the video, because I remember, I kind of remembered the website name, but I didn't. Mac Mastercar, I think. I'll steal a couple snapshots from Veltboy video I'll put it in the description, the part number for to get the big washer like this from off the website that sell the big washers. It's pretty much, I mean, if you just want to look, you can go to your local industrial boat store. It's 1.5 inch diameter inside, and the overall washer was 2.5. No, yeah, 2.5, I think. This one right here, the printer's wall bottom was 3 inches. This one will work, but it was a little too big. I had to cut it down. So the other one that he bought me was perfect, man. So like these here work for here. You know, if you got a little small repair. But on them corners, this corner, the front driver, passenger corner, and I think sometimes some people had a replacement right here. I think I seen somebody replace it right here. I don't know who that was recently. I don't know, but anywho, just trying to help y'all out with the info. You can see the washer different size compared to gbody parts. Like I say, 1.5 inch diameter inside, and overall on this washer was thinking like 2.5. I think this was 3 inches. Let's look at my tape measure right here. Hold on, YouTube. Oh man, moving like an old man today, YouTube. The other day I went to Top Golf, man. Swinging that golf club, twisting my body. Maybe I wasn't twisting the right way, boy. I'm a little sore, boy. I feel like an old man. These 3.5. I think this one was. Matter of fact, I can measure it here because it was right on the end. I think it was like 2.5 because the washer right here on the tip of this well. So I think it was like 2.5. It could have been 3, but it sure wasn't 3.5. So as long as you got 1.5 inch diameter in the inside, you good to go. Boy, must get in there over and out.